Hello everybody, it's me, TheDragoclaw. I just wanted to make a quick video to discuss a few things going on with the channel. I know not everyone likes channel updates and that they sometimes skip them, but I don't do them often and this is really important and it's in your interest to keep watching, or at the very least to skip a few minutes towards the end. So, first things first, for those who have stayed, you may notice that I recently hit 100 subscribers. I would like to thank all of you who have subscribed. You make doing this worthwhile. If you haven't subscribed, you can click the button next to my icon below to do so. Which brings me on to another topic. You may have noticed that my icon has changed. It used to be a poster for Sins of Empire Rebellion, but I decided to change it because A, that's not all I do, and B, I wanted something more personal. So now to the logo specific to my channel and designed by me. I hope you like it, but if you don't, that's your problem, not mine. Secondly, or I guess thirdly if you counted me thanking you a point, I plan on celebrating the special occasion of 100 subscribers with a special event, which I'll detail later on in the video. But just before that, I want to have a little clean-up on my channel. You may have noticed a few LPs that have not been finished. This is due to the games being very long, and I got bored, or they weren't getting enough views for me to continue. Or both. Now I have reached 100 subscribers, I think it is time to decide their fate. This is where you come in. I need you guys in the comments to tell me what you want me to finish. Now please note I won't necessarily get round to finishing these LPs soon. They will more likely be a background project I come to in between LPs. Regardless, I would like your input. So without further ado, the LPs that you guys need to vote on are Spore. I know that people want this back and I am inclined to do that. I think it's a great game and I would love to finish it. Pokemon Nuzlocke is the other one. I do want to return to this, kind of, but I understand that not many people are watching it. I'll probably not continue Pokemon Nuzlocke, but if I do, I will have to start from scratch because my recording methods have since changed and it's a lot easier to record on a computer than it is to record on GameCube, so I'll have to start from scratch on the Nuzlocke. Knights of the Old Republic is another one. It is a very long game, so if I do return to it, I'll probably be popping in and out of it, so like, I do one planet and then I have a break with other fresh LPs and then month or two later I'll get back into another planet, that kind of thing. Sword of the Stars 2, I can't actually resume the game because it updated and it completely destroyed my save files, so if I do resume this LP it will have to be a new game, not a continuation of the one where I left off. So that is a point to consider. And finally, Star Trek Online. This one is the most important in my opinion because I have that character on Star Trek Online. It's just at like level 2 or 3 now. I want to get it up to level 50 so I can actually play with the character off screen. So I really would like a decision on this, even if you have no opinion. Just like say, oh, I don't care if you don't do it. I will probably just might do a bit of stow with my other characters, you know, like do the odd fleet event with my fleet and whatnot, but I really need a decision on this one because I want this character freed up. I mean, if you want me to continue I will, and I'll do that fairly quickly, so just let me know. So those were the games. You can comment about and vote for each of them, so you don't have to choose between them, but you can only vote once, so you can vote for me to resume Star Trek Online and Spore, but don't spam the comments with multiple votes for the same thing, for example, because if you do I will ignore you. And that's that. Thirdly, or fourthly, for those pedantics out there, I want to ask you what you want to see on my channel. I know a lot of my subscribers came for Sins of the Empire content, but I do like other games too. A few of the other games I'd like you to consider are Civilization 4. It's a turn-based strategy game, for those who don't know. You essentially take control of humans, and you control a country and take them from a Stone Age to the Space Age. Great fun. I am hesitant to start it though because I know there are a lot of people out there who really play the game extremely well and are extremely good at the game and plan every single move ahead and they know a lot, but I'm a far more casual player, and when I've looked for Civilization 4, there I go again, Civilization 4 LPs, not many of them are actually playing a game. Most of them are running a simulation in my view. They're just like simulating what would happen if this civilization met this one. Get Dave into that wave. I or why Caliprose is known now, I know they play it a lot more to my tastes. So like they play it as a game instead of as a simulation. So if you like theirs, that's what you can kind of expect from mine. But for the love of God, don't expect any skillful play at all. The next game is Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I know a few people who want me to do this game in real life. I have considered it, and it's a great game and one of my favourite games of all time. But most of you will probably be familiar with Skyrim, the successor to Oblivion. But I kind of think Oblivion is better, but then that might be because I played it first and I've got nostalgia with it. But if I do play this game, it'll probably be like I do the Shivering Isles content, or I do the main quest, or I do like Dark Brotherhood or some of the guilds, then I leave it for a bit and come back later. But I still think it could be really fun, and let me know if you want to see it. Next up is Endless Space. It's a turn-based strategy game. It came out last summer. I did try and do an LP of it then, but then, like, what's it called? For the Bazaars 2, that's the game. Update came out and meant I can't do the LP anymore, but I could try it and start it again. I could maybe team up with Space Monkey because I know he likes the game. So yeah, just tell me what you think about that. Another game called World in Conflict. It's a lesser known game, but it's one of my favourite RTSs, along with Sins of the Solar Empire. It's sort of like a game where you can control tanks and army men in a World War III setting. So like if the Cold War had heated up, so to speak, what would happen? It's like a what-if story. It's fantastically written. It's one of my favourite games, to be honest. I do hope to show you it, if possible. So hopefully those familiar with the game will be able to vote for it and support me in that. Also Republic Commando. If you like Star Wars Battlefront 2, my co-op with Space Monkey, you'll most likely like this. Fantastic game. Should have had a sequel. Very short. It's essentially Halo in the Star Wars universe. That's one way I've heard it described, and I think that's fairly accurate. Although I haven't played too much Halo games, so don't give me any trouble for that. It's just a way of explaining it, okay? Calm down. So yeah, those are some of the games I was thinking of. If you have any other suggestions, you can suggest them, but I might not have the game. Well, let me know what you think of those, and don't worry, I do have Sins of the Solar Empire and Rise and Fall in the works, so I'll be doing some of that. But if you could leave a comment telling me which of these you'd like to see, if you have a preference at all, that would be good. You may also like to include any thoughts about the channel in general, so that'll be also good to see. And don't worry about spamming the comments with loads and loads of comments. If you need like 5 comments to tell me what you think, do so, go for it. I'll read them all. Okay, so we're finally onto the real good stuff. Remember when I said just give a few minutes? Well, a few minutes have passed. This is where I reveal all. Are you ready? Here it is. As I have reached 100 subscribers, around the end of March, I plan on organising a huge Sins of the Solar Empire match that you can all join. I know, exciting. Those who I promised a game are finally going to get their wish. The exact date and time are yet to be confirmed, as I am waiting on a few things that need to be organised first, but it should be around the 30th, give or take a week due to Easter. Also, depending on the number of interesting parties, we may have one big match on a 10-player map, or we may be able to organise a mini-tournament, with small teams competing over a few games. We will most likely be playing on Trinity, as not everyone has Rebellion, and I want as many people as possible to join. If you would like to take part, just send me a YouTube message telling me that you want to take part, what time zone you're in, whether you have Rebellion or Trinity, your skill level, and what your name is on Skype. I'm asking these things so that we can organise the event at a time suitable for most people, and so that we can organise the teams effectively. I won't make any of your Skype details or time zones public, so don't worry about that. Also, please make sure that you have Diplomacy version 1.37, as we all need the same version to be able to play the game. To check that you're in 1.37, run Sins of the Solar Empire Diplomacy, and check the bottom right corner. Your version number should be displayed there. If you need help updating, You'll have to search Google for that. I'm sure you can find something. It's a very efficient search engine. But apart from that, thank you for listening to my update. I'll bring you more details on the game as they become known, and I'll see you guys later, kind of. Goodbye.